Speed gaming. So how long has this channel been around? Do you know?
Was it used during the Key Sanity tournament last year? It might have been a little bit after that, actually, where this actually came into business. Gosh, it might have been during the fall tournament last year when we needed a couple more. I honestly don't remember exactly. It was definitely here during the yeah, I think it was here during the Key Sanity tournament. It's probably after the Entrance Shuffle tournament last year.
So it's been like a solid 6 months or so.
I would guess so. I don't know about like the additional ALTTP channels, like the numbers after them. Oh no, we got bombs today.
Well, they got the arrow upgrade in Link's house, and now they have bombs, so they're set, right?
Yeah, they can throw the arrows, and no, we've got bomb arrows, yeah.
At least they don't have to farm for bombs, right?
That is true. They don't have to farm for bombs as long as they don't end up using all of their bombs. Got a quick map check here. Eastern Palace is the red pendant, a normal crystal at Desert, and crystal 5 at Tower of Hera.
Of course, with version 29 being version 29, Eastern Palace being a pendant means that's pretty much guaranteed to dip into it.
Yeah,
just the way it's worked.
We'll probably see some early dips into Eastern Palace. I can definitely see that. Even if Armos has an item, it's still more than likely you're not going to have to come back there because you're going to be able to get at least 2 items out of there.
And we get
Rywek. Missing out on 2 bombs already. They'll make that 3. Down to 1 heart already.
Very dangerous.
It's going to take 2 bombs to take out these blue guards, and oh gosh, Rywek taking the death there. From the bombs still do a full heart damage, so when you only have 1, so when you only have 3 hearts, it's not much room for error.
Thankfully, when he died, his bombs refilled, so he gets another go at it.
Yeah, whenever you do the escape sequence here, you do get resources back based on the checkpoint you reach. So if you haven't reached a checkpoint at all, like Rywek hadn't yet, you get all of your resources back. It would be the same, you'd get like all of your magic back if you had the fire rod or something like that. Or all your arrows back, I believe. Having a little trouble getting the bomb past this chest here. Malle is onto the second blue guard. The blue guards are actually definitely the more dangerous ones, taking 2 bombs, so very little room for error, because if they start aggroing on you and running over your face and all, that can be a little hard to get away and still bomb them safely without taking too much damage.
Yeah, the damage is the hard part just because of you only have 3 hearts, bombs take 1 heart, bumping into a guard takes another, so definitely can be perilous.
Malle definitely is probably being relieved getting out of probably the harder part of bomb escape, which are the 3 guards you have to go through. The last required enemy will be the key rat after this. You can just use pots on this dude right here. It's not a big deal at all. The key rat may be a little tricky, but I think with 5 bombs it should definitely be enough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be enough. What more, he should have enough for all of Kakariko. Honestly, that's one of the things I like about Bomb Star. You don't have to worry about farming for bombs, just...
Yeah, he'll have to use 2 more here. 1 to get rid of the rat, 1 to check out the wall in the back. That'll leave 3, provided there's no mishaps. And that'll be able to check all the bomb spots in Kakariko, but it won't be enough if they happen to need something at the race game. So hopefully they'll be able to pick up 1 more, or maybe enough rupees to restock on bombs before heading down south there.
Honestly, though, even though Rywek died on the first blue guard, I don't think he lost that much time in comparison. He's maybe 3 or 4 screens behind, and he just needs to walk. So, at best, I'd say like a minute, maybe.
I wouldn't even say an entire minute. Well, maybe. I don't know. It definitely wasn't that long, though. It was just the first guard where he took the death, so it's kind of whatever. It could have been worse. It could have been to the ball and chain guard or something.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he would have been spending a lot more time. Alright, so they haven't really found much of anything so far. And then again, it's always Kakariko Village where you find all the plethora of items, so we'll see where they go after this. But it's always just, Kakariko Village, South Shore, then who knows.
Often enough, I'll see another weapon type item in escape to make it a little bit easier. But I think today we're not getting one of those. There's no extra weapons in escape. We're going just full on bombs. Maybe there'll be something here in the back, but in this little plush shaver, easy tracking job. There has been nothing to track except the pendants.
Hey, how do I sign up for tracking? Seems like a really cushy job.
They are all like this, I promise.
All like this. Yeah, it's like everything they found been, you know, a green rupee, 10 arrows. Looks like Malle's gonna go pick up some extra pots. Just a heart, I guess.
The top off in case you get some bad rats here. There you go. Hey, that's a way to do it. Just suicide into the rat. No chance of your bomb missing if you just ram their face. And good thing they picked up that art.
I was more chuckling at the bad rats than the than anything, but yeah, that too.
Oh, I know.
Oh, be careful though. They only do like a quarter of damage, but if you keep bumping into them, you can easily die. Thankfully, there's a bunch of hearts right in that side area.
Yeah, there's at least 2 back here, so it's definitely easy to top off. Rywek is dealing with the rats. Does get it. Very nice. They still have 2 bombs, which is... You're going to need to find one more to get through all of town, but I think with the plethora of items in Kakariko Village, that won't be any issue.
Yeah, it's so very often where you go through Kakariko, you find all the rupees you need. You find another, 3 or 6 bombs. So, but yeah, so far nothing. And we'll see. Oh, there is Quake.
Something to track.
They get Quake, but they have nothing. They don't have a sword. They can't even use it.
Yeah, sword is required to use these medallions, and it'll be quite a long time before we know if that Quake is actually required or not.
Was it just any sword, or was it just you have to have a Master Sword?
It is any sword. While in the vanilla game, you do need the Master Sword to get the medallions, or at least 2 of the medallions. You actually only need the Fighter Sword to use them.
Let's see, Tier 2 is just arrows, bush crab is small magic pots, so nothing particularly exciting either. But, if you're low on magic...
Whoa!
Ooh, Aghanim required.
Maybe. If Meyer happens to be a pendant, we might not get that, but in all honesty, we'll probably get that. Rywek, not gonna be having that information for a while. I know some people like to wait until they have the boots or are headed up to Death Mountain to check the Lumberjack Ledge there, and I would agree with that as well, honestly.
I feel the same way, just because it's so very rare where there's actually something on Lumberjack Cave that it's very nice to pair it up with going up to Death Mountain, or if you have a mirror and you're wanting to check Bumper Cave, say.
I could also see going up there to check it if you're looking for extra resources like bombs or rupees before going into Kakariko at the start, because you can get the extra tree pull and the bush crab prize as very quick checks while you're doing that as well.
True.
In this situation, I don't know. I think 40 is still a good amount of rupees, and I mean, maybe if I had no money and no bombs, but I don't know.
Now, if you had a book and you're wanting to do the super cool strat of checking pedestal really early, would you still go ahead and go up and check Lumberjack? Or is it quicker to just go, through the southeast entrance?
I would probably forget until after I had already skipped Lumberjack that I need to go check the pedestal. There were some really good items right there that we just kind of glossed over. There was a sword, we got the moon pearl, and the silver arrows.
Well, it's kind of like, these are all nice items, but the only thing you can actually use right now is the fighter sword, so... In terms of immediate stuff they can use, it's only the fighter sword.
Yeah, true, I guess so. Rywek's trying to get a last-ditch bomb here before biting the bullet and having to go buy some. While Malle, with their extra bomb, will hop into the well and see if this cave is nearly as good as Blind's hut.
Rywek found a bomb upgrade. It's not quite as good as getting more bombs, but it's better than getting another. Hey, there's a hammer.
Wow, look at that. Wow, look at that.
So, if Malle didn't, you know, check the lumberjack cave, he'd probably be led towards immediately just, you know, forgetting about Aghanim for a really long time. I'm assuming that they're going to get the power gloves relatively soon.
Yeah, we're just those gloves away from Dark World access. Funny enough, if we happen to not ever find those gloves and have to go through Aghanim, that would actually be pretty convenient, because you can just grab the flute, provided we have the boots as well.
And you still need the Pegasus boots, though, at this point. That is the problem.
But, I mean, if you gotta go through Aghanim anyway, at least you can look forward to getting the flute afterwards. And, of course, knowing where a near always required item is always pretty nice.
So we got hammer, we got the flippers. What is this telling us?
Hammer and flips, huh? Well, the flippers definitely unlock a good number of locations just on their own, but all the other items that we have found don't really do that. Looks like Rywek is gambling on the race game, just having something rather than going to go check to see what it is first. He does use a bomb, but he just bought bombs, so whatever, it's fine. We've got plenty.
He's feeling pretty. It's just their upgrade. So he catches up.
Yeah, that evened them up quite nicely.
Alright, so now I go south. You know, just kind of looking at the, not like quality difference, but just how the sprites look different on each screen. I feel like Rywek's using like the regular NTSC blurriness. That's like regular TV blurriness. That's how it would actually look like if you had a regular TV, whereas, you know, Malle doesn't have that built-in TV blurriness on, so you get that nice crispness. I'm actually spoiled with emulators and not having that blurriness anymore. I can actually appreciate all the nice details on it. Going back to TV would suck at this point. Nothing in the dam so far. Just some money, which would actually be really useful for Zora now that they have flips.
Yeah, that's actually really convenient timing to find that, so they're not gonna have to worry about maybe killing one or two enemies for extra money or anything like that, or praying for something in Mini Moldorm Cave, which in all honesty we'll probably get some money here anyway. But I don't think it'll be close to 300. Unless there's 300 in there.
Well, I mean, if it's not in, you know, in Zora area, it's not anywhere else, it's probably going to be at Agina's cave, because it's always at Agina's cave if you don't check for it. Money, money, money. Oh, not money. And then money. I'd probably do the exact same thing if I was him.
Great reaction. You got 80 rupees served to you on a dinner plate.
I guess he is a generous guy.
Alright, Rywek hopping immediately into the water, gonna be swimming towards the Ice Rod Cave, looks like, first.
I was actually expecting to go to Zora by hopping in the water.
Yeah, they'll probably turn around and come do that after this. Swim up to Hobo, swim down, check out the island, and into the portal. That's probably what'll happen here.
Needs to be careful though, he's only got 1.5 hearts.
Yep, that is one hit away from these crabs that do 2 full hearts. There we go.
Do you remember what the original Mini Moldorm Cave had? Was it also a bunch of rupees?
It was probably a bunch of rupees. I don't know for sure. I could find out, but I don't feel like doing that.
Don't worry about it. It's just an idle question. I just have the feeling that yeah, this is probably also just a bunch of rupees in vanilla. I'm just getting that feeling.
I'm pretty sure Blind's Hut, you know, the downstairs thing, I'm pretty sure that's 4 red rupees, and then the bomb wall in the back is a heart piece. I have seen that completely vanilla before. Ooh, there's the book on the floating island.
Interesting. So I need the mirror to get the book. And we get more money, so relatively rich seed so far.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is enough money to do everything that they need to do with money and the seed.
I believe you're entirely correct, because it's 80 for dig, 30 for chest, 110 for Palace of Darkness.
That's right, and the 500 for Zora.
Yeah, so 820 if you include the 100 for the bottle vendor, which they already did.
Ah, yes, that's right, that guy.
I keep forgetting that you inherit your velocity when you're going to those portals. I accidentally went to the portal many times.
Yeah, if you enter that from left to right, it's super weird.
Yeah, it's very, very awkward to get out of.
Oh, and the tin for blacksmiths, I forgot about them, thank you.
I didn't actually realize that they took money.
They do. It's very subtle because you get it at the exact same time you hold up your sword. Ooh, hey, there's our Dark World access.
Okay, Aghanim is maybe not required. Okay, so if Meyer is a pendant, would you go for it?
Oh man, that's hard to say. Being able, I don't know, this early on, without the lamp, definitely not, but I mean, it won't be too long before they'll be able to do that, I think.
I mean, you have to do Aghanim 1 just to get there.
Yeah, I know.
How much time would the flute save for them overall?
I have no idea. Less if they had the boots, that's for sure, because there's a lot of overworld movement you can do with the boots. Where, you know, like running down the desert, walking there takes a heck of a long time. Flying there is, of course, the best, but you want to run down there. I don't know. I really don't know. Knowing where the book is, and knowing that the book is probably accessible, that being, of course, the only other way into Desert Palace, which we know is a crystal, I would be more inclined to say try to skip it for a while. Well, here's going to be our Dark World check. Mr. Meyer is a crystal. Alright, so Turtle Rock is the blue pendant, Skullwoods is the green pendant, and our other 5/6 crystal is Ice Palace. So they will need to do Aghanim 1 to get that flute.
Yeah, it's and just looking at the 5/6 crystals, it being Ice Pendant and what they have so far, I'm kind of feeling like Fat Fairy's not going to have any progression. I could entirely be wrong, but that's just my feeling. But yeah, definitely Aga required so far.
What? How did that bomb miss? What the heck?
Yeah, I thought it would go too.
Ooh, there's the Master Sword.
Oh, it's a Master Sword. I can go do Aghanim now. Immediately quit out and go do Aghanim.
And both boomerangs.
Boomerang for each hand.
Why can't I dual wield boomerangs in this game?
You know, used to be the real build was, you know, dual shields, but what about the dual boomerang build?
There you go. Next D&D character you guys make, do dual boomerangs.
Is boomerang actually a weapon type in D&D?
You know what? Maybe it isn't. I don't remember.
It'd be like an exotic or something, I think.
It'd have to be.
I got the blue rupee from the chest game. So Thieves Town is a crystal. You can do it. You got the hammer, and might as well do it. Not a lot of hearts though. I'd be scared.
Yeah, green mail and 5 hearts is definitely not the best for going to full clear dungeon, especially when you don't have like the cape or the blue cane to make that slightly easier.
True. They do have a bottle though. I don't think the bottle had anything in it though.
Yeah,
Just
they have an
maybe.
empty bottle. I think they have an empty bottle, and Malle has a green potion. Oh,
There's the mirror.
mirror. And that is access to the book. Oh no, Rywek hopping down the ledge and immediately landing on a guy. Getting his face bitten off.
Well, it's a good thing that he died right there though, so that he gets 4 hearts back. Maybe it was planned.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, I think the second bottle was green goo, so there's nothing he can use his magic for. It's going to be a rough time for him in Thieves Town,
Yeah,
or
I'd
at
be
the
a
very
little,
least, very dangerous.
yeah, I'd be a little iffy about fully clearing this dungeon right now, with the low survivability. But I guess we'll see what happens here. It would be very quick just to check the first 4 and then death warp back. Alright, Malle has the mirror in tow, went down to check the South of Grove Ledge, and I think is heading over to grab the book right now.
Nah, he's totally going to dip in the swamp. Just watch.
Just
No,
go into swamp.
yeah, just casually dip in the swamp.
I'm only a hook shot away from being able to full clear Swamp Palace. Dang. That was
It is
pretty quick.
true. It is really quick. Well, good, but okay, so he'll have the book. He doesn't have a light source, so you can't finish swamp. You don't have boots, so it might be boot log.
Do you mean desert or
Desert, yeah.
say? You really like to finish Swamp? What are you talking about?
Sorry, yeah,
No, it's
desert. So I feel like the next play to like the seed expects you to go up to Death Mountain.
Tower of Death.
Tower of Death. Yes. Dark Death, Evil Mountain.
Hey, that's my name. Malle, though, not going to go use that book right away, is instead coming down to the Dark World area, or is walking down here. Oh, to turn of the bottle, of course. Never mind. Oh wait, they did sick kit already. They got the bottle super early.
Yes. So he's going to Thieves Town, I think.
Yeah, I think that is correct. I have a little more survivability than Rywek did. Let's see if he goes and checks the pedestal. I think with the mirror, it'd be nice just to wait until after Skullwoods to go check it, and I think that's what they're gonna do.
I was wanting to do Aghanim one, but now that I think about it, it's probably just as fair of a decision to do Kakariko now, because you still need the boots.
You also probably want the lamp.
Nah. Lamp is just a suggestion. But yeah, I was thinking that, do Aghanim 1, get the flute, go up to Death Mountain. That's where you'd find something on Ether Tablet or East Side. But without the lamp, it's not in logic just yet. So
Yeah, and with that flute being where it is, you know that there's not going to be anything on Death Mountain that will lead you to the lamp. So if you're aiming to get that flute as soon as possible, you can just completely avoid that area.
and the fact they don't have the fire rod
Oh,
quite
there's a
yet,
lamp.
There's the lamp. Okay. We can do Aghanim 1 right now, but we still need the boots, so never mind. Maybe I'm still bitter at my race where Aghanim 1 was completely not required.
Nice.
Oh maybe. But yeah, he has the lamp, so now he can do desert now if it's not boot locked. But having a fire source is actually just really nice, even if you can do dark rooms. It's very nice to have that option. Oh, he has a book. He could totally go check the one item in the back, and then warp out and check pedestal.
Yeah, that might be on his mind right now, actually. Having just got the book, it should be fresh in his memory.
I feel like Malle was one of the ones that kind of was really into checking pedestal early, so he may see that.
Yeah, I can probably agree with that. I think with Turtle Rock being a pendant, it's a pretty hard sell. Taking the fortunate death of that Gibdo. That's fine though. This is the room that you start in. Blind not having any drops. I don't think there was anything really all that great in Thieves Town.
Now, what could possibly be, if it was a pedestal seed, what could it possibly be?
It could be the it could be the medallion to open Misery Mire. It could be the boots.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the boots, and I forgot about, Misery Mire needing the medallion too.
Perhaps the hook shot as well, I think, actually. And that's probably just those.
Malle, remembering at the last second that pushing is noticeably faster than pulling the statues. When you do that up and down movement while pushing, for some reason it is noticeably faster. I don't know why.
Yeah, if you're making a diagonal movement while you're pushing, it gives you I think like an extra pixel per X frames or whatever. That's just how it works.
Malle's not wanting to go check the pedestal. He's
oh well, whatever.
This is not the Malle I know.
Get back there.
I don't think there was anything in Dig Game either, so...
Dig Game had the mirror. That was pretty important.
Oh, that's right. Man, why did I say that?
I don't know. Just wanted to look like a dummy. You wanted to make me look better. Thank you for that.
I like looking like a dummy. That's what I do. Well, you could totally... I was about to say he could totally just go to Death Mountain right now, but then again, he could also go check the graveyard ledge, but he's going to go do Thieves Town, I think.
Yep. Yeah, Malle knows that the Fire Rod cannot be on the pedestal, so he knows he will be able to finish Skull Woods without having to go check the pedestal. So there's really no point in checking it now until you're already done with Mafiola, because you know it can't be the Fire Rod. You'll find the Fire Rod before you actually need to go up there. So yeah, there's really no point in checking it right now.
I'm wondering when Rywek is gonna make his own dip into Skullwoods to get his lamp. I'm not sure if he's gonna be going back up there anytime soon, or if he's gonna, try to make a dip into, say, Palace of Darkness first.
Yeah, after this we might see him go up to the pyramid and perhaps even Catfish instead of Pod, but yeah, you might be right.
Now, I'm not sure why people like doing that whole bomb throw through the hut thing, because more often than not, you hit yourself doing it.
It's just a frame saver, because you can drop the bomb earlier and have it explode, slightly earlier. It's really just kind of a frame saver thing. You're right, though. It's pretty often that you end up bombing yourself while doing it.
Yeah, especially when you're here in this situation, your hearts are really precious. Unless you are really, really good, which I am not. So I probably would not do that. But hey, we're gonna see what Rywek is gonna find on the pyramid. I don't know. I feel like with the items that we know are here, that they don't really. There's probably not gonna be something on pyramid.
We'll see.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's a heart.
It's a heart.
Take it in this situation.
I'd definitely take it. If I was like 15 hearts already, I'd be like, no,
nah. I could see a world where Swamp Palace has something right now. But, of course, we still have a lot of locations to check, so they're probably not going to go that desperate quite yet.
Yeah, well, it's true. I feel like, hey, you had flippers, and that led to the book. Flippers and mirror led to the book, and so the book leads to something, whether it's just going to desert and clearing it, or there's something on the tablets.
Yeah, Bamos tablet actually may not be such a bad idea right now. Actually, why, that's right next to Swamp Palace.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Rywek not having much health right here. Luckily, there's not any enemies on this last screen. Oh, there is a dude up there. I didn't actually know that. Anyway, he'll be stuck up there, so we'll be fine.
He may try to death warp out, or rather just take a death and refill.
Save and quit for the same effect.
Speaking
Just
of,
as-
Catfish is a jerk. Only
Yeah.
a green ruby.
Here is your pity dollar. Stop throwing rocks in my pond.
Hey, thanks for visiting. Take a green rupee, go away. Thanks for visiting. Catfish.
Now, Rywek's heading back down here again, so... This tells me Swamp or the Tablet, honestly, because he's already done everything else down here.
Oh, he needs a book, doesn't he?
He does not have the book. He remembered the book. That's where he's going.
Hopefully. Or he's going to pod.
That guy's gonna hit you. Yep, you can't walk under that guy as much as it looks like.
He's just too big. You can't escape his mask.
Yeah, you barely always get nicked by that guy.
Get the heart. Malle.
Oh no,
No.
he got behind the thing.
Alright, we found the book on the deserted island. The poor castaway who's stuck there. His only possession left.
Yeah, I could actually see the Vamos tablet, then hopping down into Agina, and then into the desert, actually. That might not be so bad. But
Yeah, it's a
Rywek
big
is not.
value play.
Oh, okay. Rywek was... just remembered, I can do the tablet while going this way. Let's go this way.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, then again, he doesn't have the lamp, so he can't finish. If it's not boots locked, he still can't finish deserts.
Oh,
So
that's true. The lamp being... Yeah, early on in Skull Woods.
if he had the lamp, though, it'd also make Death Mountain an attractive alternative.
Yeah, I would like that just because you could also stop by and check out the lumberjack ledge on the way. Because he does not have that information quite yet.
Then again, you're already there, so it's very unlikely you need it. But yeah, it's okay. Just a piece of heart from Vamos. Nothing there, but let's see what Agina has. So, what are those pickle guys called? I can never remember.
Pickle guys? Like the little blobs that hop out of the ground?
Yeah, the zappy dudes.
Zappy dudes.
When you hit him, you get shocked.
Oh, the pickle guys. I mean, yeah. I have no idea.
Thanks. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I have no idea.
They're pickles.
Just don't call them Rick, please.
Let me see. Hold on. A link to the past enemy.
What's a buzz blob? Yeah, thanks, Daniel.
Buzz blob. That's a boring name.
It's not a bad name. Oh, was that a mushroom on the desert ledge? Interesting.
Was it? I totally didn't look. I'm looking up Zelda enemy names.
That's also important. I fully support.
It is a buzz blob.
I like fuzzy pickles too. So Malle had to use his red potion on. Where did he get a red potion from?
I believe he bought it from the shop in.
In these in Town of Outcasts. Yeah, that's right.
Yep, there's a shop in that little hammer-locked area, and I've definitely bought a couple potions from there. So it's definitely a nice spot to have it if you're not feeling quite as comfortable on blind.
Yeah, 7 hearts, no safety. That was a good plan. I forget about that shop all the time. Well, so far, maybe not boot locked.
No, desert is not locked by boots today.
Still, he does not have a lamp, so he can't finish it. But Malle, whenever he gets over there, will be able to complete it. I think Rywek is running out of, easy spots to check, though. So I feel like sooner or later he will be checking Skull Woods. Oh, there's Ether.
Yeah, and nothing on the desert torch either, so we will not have to come back here. Well, Rywek will have to come back here, unless the fire rod happens to be in this chest.
Oh, that'd be something.
Nope, but it is the other item, so you can safely get out of here after grabbing that mushroom.
Now, I think Malle is going around to try and swim to the catfish. Is that right?
That's the only reason I would see to be going this way.
It's not a bad route, I think. It's kind of nice if you're right there, because you're just right there, you know. It's otherwise catfish is such a long jaunt out of the way. But Rywek picking up the mushroom and probably gonna head on, maybe think about turning that in.
Yeah, continuing the item chain from the book on the ledge there.
The flippers in the mirror to the book to the mushroom to.
Look at that skull guy. You see that skull, dude?
Yeah, he just.
What the heck? He's a lot smaller than he seems.
He just went right along that cliff edge, and that was very surprising.
Malle getting a ruby. That's there's no. I don't have anything funny to say. It's just sucks.
I actually didn't realize you could turn in from the back on that witch there.
And it's just barely enough room there. Interesting that he was interested in turning the mushroom immediately for the bow.
Oh, wow.
And didn't do the fake powder, I guess. That's become pretty popular. To do the fake powder as soon as you get the mushroom. We do have the hammer, so we can do that, but
Don't you need some Mario?
yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Okay, but I mean, it's a good thing that he didn't hold on to it. He read the item chain, said, man, this toy's got to have something, and got the bow, so he's going immediately to Eastern Palace. It's interesting that their routes have diverged so much.
What a long sequence of items that was just to get that bow.
What a long and odd sequence. And Rywek, oh yeah, he has a mirror, so he can go to Dark World and set up a visit to Palace of Darkness as well.
Yeah, not having that mirror, we're gonna be seeing probably a lot of dark rooms here, but can fully clear both these dungeons.
Not having the mirror, you said?
The lamp, not the mirror. He has the mirror.
You're doing it too.
Oh no, making you look good.
We make each other look good. Yeah. Alright, so. Oh man, like both these, just the way that's diverged so much. I like both of these paths they took. It's just funny that it's diverged so much that way. And there's the third bottle for Malle.
Yeah, the divergence is great in that neither of them seems to be like a dead end so far. They can just still keep going and doing stuff. There's not like, oh well, my item chain has fizzled out and now I have to leave.
And you have no idea where to go next, and oh goodness, I've wasted 20 minutes, blah blah blah. And he's gonna go check the ether tablet, and yeah, so okay, so he got the ether at the graveyard cliff.
Yes, I believe that's where it was.
And I'm curious if that ether is gonna be really important, or if, you know, say Meyer and Turtle Rocket are gonna both be bombos or something. But that might be pretty important because, you know, if you don't get the mitts and the boots anytime soon, then when's the next time you're going to check that graveyard cliff if you are Rywek?
It's definitely one of those one-off locations you probably won't go check. We know that they will find the boots because they have to get the flute, but that's not to say that it can't be locked behind ether eventually.
So Malle got the can of Samaria, does not have the mushroom yet, so I kind of feel like when Malle gets the mushroom, he'll very much be tempted to do the thing with the stuff.
Yeah, that one.
The stuff. The fake thing, you know.
I'm not too worried about Malle not getting the bow for a while, just because Malle has everything he needs to get the flute. And once you have the flute, going to desert is very common to check out Agna, and also just getting to the potion shop is very quickly. So Malle might not be getting that bow for a while, but he will definitely get it without looking for it too much.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like the way this has turned out for both the runners is I kind of feel like I'm not worried about them getting horribly led astray. They're going in different unique paths, but it doesn't feel like they're both orphaning anything very useful. So they're probably gonna wind up swapping at some point, and just we'll be stuck kind of watching the same thing on different screens. But oh no, Malle, don't fall.
Malle has fallen, and that stinks. Rywek also took a fall down to that little pit there and found the Titan's mitts.
Very interesting. So we know where Titan's mitts are. We still don't know where the boots are, so can't quite do Mire area just yet, though. Let's see, we're looking for Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Hook Shot.
Hopefully not Ice Rod. Turtle is a pendant, so it'd probably be... they probably don't want to find that, honestly.
That's right. For some reason I thought Turtle Rock was Crystal. Okay, so it's just Fire Rod, Hook Shot, and Boots.
Yeah, whatever the Medallion Mire needs to be, though, we still have a pretty good chance right now of already having it.
Very true.
Yeah, we may even need Bombos for Ice Palace entry, depending on where that Fire Rod ends up. Alright, Rywek into the dark basement here. Did you get both items down there and I totally just missed it? I think so.
I think you did. Oh, there's the loot!
Well, then that's pretty cool.
That is cool, because, I mean, Rywek has the boots, but he's not checked Lumberjack, so he'll be moving around a lot faster. Man, Rywek found, like, everything Malle wants, and Malle has a bunch of stuff that Rywek wants, so it's really funny.
Yeah, I don't see Rywek missing out on the Lumberjack check pretty soon, because after this, there's the cape. After this, he will likely mirror and check out Eastern Palace. Maybe, I don't know. You just got the myths. I don't know if you hang around Eastern Palace.
Oh, it's a crystal. No, it's not a crystal. Never mind. Man, I don't know. But yeah, you do have the boots, so it's not gonna be that bad of a check. I'd probably at least, dip in and look for the 3 items.
I honestly think I'd be more interested in going up Death Mountain. Of course, he doesn't have the lamp, so he knows. Well, I guess he doesn't know that it can't be up there.
No, you don't. You didn't need the lamp to get the mitts. They were not behind any dark areas.
No. I mean, to go up Death Mountain.
Oh.
Not that he needs the lamp to go up Death Mountain, but he should, like, logically know where it can and can't be. I'm thinking that if he goes and checks out those boot locations, he's probably going to check the Lumberjack cave as well. So that will give him the information on where the lamp can and can't be. Or maybe he just knows the Dark Rooms in Magnum's Tower and is going to go there right away. Nice Tempered Sword there in Spiral Cave.
It's pretty rich seeing this mid game so far. So man, there's so many options. So it's hard to say what's the right call now.
It just feels like there's a couple big branches of items and they're following different ones.
And they're not wrong.
No,
they're all paying out. They're all paying out except maybe not for Light World Dark Mountain just yet. Death Mountain, rather. Some nice, quality of life stuff, but not
I do like how Malle swung too much, hit the crystal switch twice, got hit, didn't have sword beams, killed the mini Moldarm, got a heart, and then had sword beams again to hit the switch. That was pretty fun.
And then lost the heart, so he didn't have sword beams anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, he quaked the Rywek just quaked the turtles that flipped over.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Quake actually kills them or just stuns them like permanently upside down. I'm not exactly sure. Malle is heading into Aghanim's tower. I mean, I guess that's fine. He knows he's going to have to do it eventually, but you know this isn't going to lead to the boots, so might as well wait until you have the boots to make it just slightly faster. It's whatever.
Maybe it's Malle knows he has to do it, so he's gonna do it and then do the pyramid check while he's there, and then maybe head over to Palace of Darkness.
Oh, that's true. He can just check the pyramid item, huh?
And I mean, he has lamp, he has tempered sword, so he can plow through these enemies pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I feel like he's forgotten about the book though.
Yeah, try bringing up time to think is probably not a bad idea either. This gives you a lot of time to think about what you want to do next. I definitely agree with what he's doing of putting off Desert Palace, because you don't have the boots to potentially complete it, but you have everything else to potentially complete it, so I feel like that needs to happen pretty soon.
Plus, he never checked Agina's cave, so... And Agina is known for this seed being, or this version being very friendly with items.
Really? Is he?
Yeah, it's like a 14% chance of having progression.
Well, I mean, you could say that just about any overworld spot that's open on the start of the game.
More than like the most out of all the other locations. It's like Agina is the most likely to have something.
Eh.
So, I was gonna say something, and okay, so Rywek's leaving. He's not gonna go check Eastern Palace, and kind of curious where he's gonna go with that. Where is he going though? Oh, he's gonna check Sahasrara. That's fair. Oh, right. I was gonna say that Ganon's tower doesn't give me time to think, because I never do Ganon's tower, and so I completely forget how to do any of the rooms. Good use of the boomerang though.
Oh, was that our first check for Sahasrara? I think it was. Yeah, got the blue mail there, and that's about it.
Yeah, blue mail's better than nothing. I feel like they've almost gotten all of the rupee and junk checks already from early games, so it's nothing but good items. Okay, and he's doing the King's Grave check. Probably gonna do Bonk Rock's deck and maybe Candy Burna. So both invincibility items. And so after that, maybe he'll do check Lumberjack and say, oh, that's the flutes. I should go do Aghanim right now. It's very fortunate for Rywek.
Still not gonna have that lamp though. But with the myths, getting back into the Dark World over here is not quite as long.
Hey, is it possible that we won't need Fire Rod whatsoever?
Yeah, actually. Looking at the thing, yeah, it's definitely possible to have an optional Fire Rod seed. It's fairly rare, of course, but like if small keys happen to end up on the right side of Ganon's tower, Fire Rod is checked for those, because I'm pretty sure you need all 4 available somewhere. With that said, I have found Fire Rod in the chest after Moldarm too, so who knows.
What do you need a Fire Rod for on the left side? I can't remember.
On the right side, you need it to light some torches. Did I say left? If I did, I meant right.
I thought you said if you find small keys on the right side, but I might have been mishearing.
If there are small keys that fall on the right side, past the fire rod room, the fire rod has to be before those because the fire rod checked for those. And I think to get all the way, you know, upstairs in Ganon's tower needs all 4 of those keys to be available. So if the keys are over there, fire rod has to be available. It's extremely unimportant what I've just said, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, so okay, yeah. So he has the hammer, he has the boots. He's gonna make quick work of the hammer pegs, which honestly has been a sticking point for a lot of races where there's been something in hammer pegs, and it is one of the most logical places to check. I'm not sure if he did check lumberjack, so Rywek does know flute is there.
Yes, he does know.
Is Malle doing the desert check now?
I hope we're going from bottomless to desert and not into Swamp Palace right now.
Well, considering he really should be doing it. I hope as well. Okay, good.
Alright, Rywek, checking out the blacksmith sequence and the items in the surrounding area. Didn't find anything in the peg cave, but we got a couple more coming up. Not going to be able to do fake powder. I guess doesn't have Samari anyway. There's the ice rod from the blacksmith.
So far, I don't think they've dipped any pendant dungeon, which is surprising. Normally at this point, like 51 minutes in, you have dipped maybe 1, maybe 2 pendant dungeons.
We did find the lamp in Skullwoods, but that's Skullwoods. It's basically overworld.
Yeah, basically. "13 major items were found while they diverged." Yeah.
Great. If Rywek's going this way with the purple chest, he may be going also all the way to the graveyard ledge here, so he will be grabbing ether.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like they'll be checking all the same spots the other has, and it'll be really just execution at this point. It looks like.
Squeezed by the Hinox that time, nice.
Well, I guess execution and the fact that Malle won't have to come back to desert twice in order to finish it.
Oh yeah, you can just knock this out right away, huh?
And then again, it's not a lot of time lost because Rywek will have everything he needs to enter desert through the back way and not have to spend a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, it won't take too long at all. It's just a small little thing there. I'm interested if Malle puts off the mushroom because he wants to have the flute and knows that all he's missing to get that is the boots. Which would be a little worrisome because the mushroom, of course, leads to the bow, which would push you to go get the boots out of pod.
That is true. Okay, so Malle finishes desert. Where does he look after that? Because he's done a lot already.
Well, the mushroom will definitely be fresh in your mind, hopefully. But
he doesn't have a lot else.
Might see the fake powder and then mushroom.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, do the fake powder before you turn in. Hopefully you get something.
Rywek running over to Skull Woods, presumably. That's good. Be able to find that lamp. There's not many places Rywek can go look for the lamp right now. He knows it's not going to be on Death Mountain anywhere. And other than Eastern Palace, I think this is about it.
Hey, there's 3 chests. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 chests. Maybe 4 if he finds the big key that he could check for, before lamp is logically required. but who knows? Rywek is gonna find the lamp pretty soon that he's finally in Skull Woods. Man, I don't know.
Right, there's Rywek's lamp. He's definitely looking into Aghanim's tower very shortly. And I think the Misery Mire area is going to hold the answers that we seek. We still need Bamos or the Fire Rod, not necessarily both.
Oh, he has lamp, so he's going Aghanim 1.
Yeah.
Nice. I thought he was going to go to Death Mountain since he has a lot that he could check there.
Well,
But-
he knows he has to do this, so he'll probably just fly up there afterwards.
True enough.
He doesn't have the sword from Spiral Cave, so might be having a little more... Oh, well, he had the silver arrows. Whatever, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Speaking of silvers, I bet I wish he had bow now. But he has Tempered Sword, so land loss shouldn't be a problem.
Only Malle had the Ice Rod. This would be an easy fight.
Does Ice Rod actually work on these guys?
Yeah, the Ice Rod works the same as the Fire Rod on these guys, actually. It'll only take 2 shots to take one down.
Isn't it really hard to hit with the Ice Rod, though?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Actually, does the Ice Rod actually work on any other bosses, or is it just Lamlos?
Does it work on Argus? I know the Fire Rod does. I'm looking it up. I'm looking at the damage table.
Alright.
It definitely works on Armos Knights. It does work on Argus. It does work the same way as the Fire Rod does on Argus.
Alright, so that is the 3rd crystal for Malle. Second crystal, 2 crystals on Rywek's side, but he does have, he has bow, he has boots, so I think it's still pretty darn close. But Rywek is in the middle of Aghanim's tower, which can take a while.
I love shooting the silver arrows at those guys that throw spears at you, because your silver arrow just goes straight through their spear, knocks it out of the sky, and still hits the enemy.
I never realized.
I'm pretty sure normal arrows will just kind of clink in the air with it, and they'll both just be done with. Malle preparing to do fake powder by spamming the lamp everywhere they go.
It's funny. That's one of the things that one of the annoying things about getting Aghanim 1 so early is that all these extra mobs.
Oh yeah, extra enemies, or just different enemies, appear in so many weird places. Like, the Eastern Palace area is swarming with red and blue guards after beating Aghanim 1.
Alright, let's see it. There we go. Magic Bat, what do you have for us today?
Well, crap.
It's an allowance.
Getting all the magic bat. The magic bat and the magic bat.
Magic Bat didn't give me anything.
He was just simulating what would have happened in the vanilla game.
Okay, so I want to say Malle's pretty much done every other thing that's overworld that isn't dipping into a pendant dungeon, actually. So he's probably starting to get a little worried that, okay, should I have dipped into a pendant dungeon by now? What should I have been doing? Probably gonna be really relieved that, oh, okay, here's the bow. Whew.
Well, you say woo, but I think at this point that's kind of like a uh-oh.
That's true. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, how far behind am I? Then again, Malle also got a number of useful things when he was off doing his long trek as well.
Yeah, absolutely, like Samaria and the Tempered Sword.
And he gets a chance to fill up his bottle, yes.
Alright, Rywek on the pyramid, gonna be grabbing their flute. Yeah, you gotta save and quit here. You can't run this way because you'll run through the gate again. We'll have to go through the mirror animation yet again. You can run there. You can run through that little forest on the left side of the castle and get over there if you want.
Now, okay, so if you have Aghanim 1 dead and you have hammer and gloves, which is the quickest way to get to pod? Is it getting back through the Pyramid Way? Is it opening the Dark World portal to the south? Is it opening the Dark World portal to the southeast of Eastern Palace?
I would imagine it's using the front gate here and just walking the way Malle is right now. If you have the gate portal active, that is.
Well, I guess you just have to head north and then, you know, east, southeast versus south-north and losing a screen that way, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, they might be. Nah, you have to have an extra screen or two on the south portal. So yeah, having that gate is saving you a screen or two.
Not to mention some item changing by hammering pegs.
All right, so Malle's now a blue witch, and Rywek gets his flying on.
Alright, we'll very shortly see if Misery Meyer acquires that Vamos medallion or not. There's got to be something down here, unless there's something sitting in Eastern Palace this whole time.
Gosh. What if it comes down to just pendant dungeon checks? I'm still surprised it hasn't required any pendant dungeon checks other than it's Ether for Swamp, Vanilla Meyer pendant rather. Surprised it hasn't required anything other than Skull Woods.
Well, there's Vamos.
Okay.
That is Ice Palace access.
So they're just waiting on. We just don't know where the hook shot is.
Yeah, I guess that's it, isn't it? Rywek still needs the King of Samari, of course, which was in Hera? I'm pretty sure it was in Hera, that first chest at the top there.
I believe it was in Hera, yes.
Rywek may be dipping into Meyer. No, we're gonna be finishing up Desert. Yeah, he knows he still needs to do that. Oh, almost gets past the little rock there.
Yeah, there's no. I guess the only way you can visually line it up is that. I don't know what they're called. The thing in the Dark World. Those weird lotus pods. If you line up with that, then you can actually get a decent visual estimation of where you need to be around.
Oh yeah, that could definitely help out.
Hookshot maybe in Ice Palace? Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, it could be there, and with the proper key layout, you can get all the way to Cold Stare and finish him off without the hookshot needed. But and that would put the Pyramid Fairy in logic right after that. So I don't know. What did just happen on Malle's side?
Oh, I wasn't watching. I couldn't tell you.
He bounced off the little beetle and flew under the rod, under the little railing, and just landed right next to the on the other side of it. That was super weird.
Huh. Alright, we're getting a really easy fight with the Silver Arrows. So now they are both 3 crystals, but Malle has, I think, a slight advantage by being in the middle of another dungeon. Then again, it still needs to activate the flute. Get the boots and activate the flute.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rywek's gonna go up to Death Mountain right now. There's a lot of stuff up here he can check. He hasn't even been up here once. He can do everything. Never mind, we're going to Ice Palace? Okay.
Okay. It's gutsy, but hey, I figure if you can do it, you might as well do it. It's crystal.
I think only thing that may be keeping him out of Death Mountain right now is like the hook shot, because you couldn't access Hookshot Cave. Man, there's a lot of stuff up there, and a crystal dungeon you have to finish.
Yeah, but then again, you know, if you... Oh, what's the word? It's, I don't know, it's gutsy. I like it, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Well, we will see if it pays off or not. Rywek may be better versed in the Ice Palace hookshot logic, so you can definitely determine if hookshot can be in specific places or not based on the key layout here. Like, he'll be able to tell, or if he does know it, he will be able to tell if he needs to bother with the Pyramid Fairy at all. And that might be it, actually. Actually, he can also be able to tell if the cane would be locked behind Cold Stare as well, depending on Cold Stare's drop.
Why do you say that?
If Cold Stare has a small key, then the King of Samaria was required by logic to access him.
Oh, I see. Because it doesn't take the bomb jump into account.
Right. What you would do is use the one key you do have. It's because you could lock yourself out of the one switch right next to Cold Stare's door. The one that's through the locked door. You could lock yourself out of opening that door, and in which case you would use the King of Samaria to push the switch down. Ooh, almost gets knocked in that hole. Barely makes it through.
I hate that hole. I hate it. I'm now gonna be finishing up pod. He's done basically all of the chests so far. It's basically a race for fourth crystal at this point.
It's a very nice penguin room there by Rywek with the bombs, dropping both bombs and then bonking over them to make sure you didn't take any contact damage from them.
I'm just like waiting with bated breath, just okay, what could possibly be here? What could possibly be here? So getting that big key, so right there though, doesn't that kind of imply you need the hook shot?
It might. I have no idea. I'm really bad at Ice Palace logic, honestly.
Yeah, I really don't know Ice Palace logic. Cold Stare's hookless accessible.
Wouldn't you need keys for that though? I think he's only found one so far, and that was in the big chest.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because you don't need, it shouldn't take the bomb jump into account. Oh, stupid anti-fairy. I hate that area.
I always pick up the pod in the bottom right, and that makes the anti-fairy just kind of sail off. Doesn't really get in your way there.
Yeah, I really should do that more often. So he's got 2 keys. He'd have to bomb jump across this area. He's coming up next in order to get the rest of the.
Yeah, so that's what he's gonna do.
No. Oh, I was thinking about another bomb jump, not this one.
Oh, he's gonna bombos jump.
I was thinking of, you go back to the area to the left on that long screen and bomb jump across there instead of doing this bomb jump.
I see what you're saying.
I wasn't actually aware you could. Yeah, that was a bomb jump there.
Malle does finish up Helmasaur King, gets crystal number 4. Rywek's gonna have to watch their health a little bit. I'm not sure about their safeties right now.
He has a blue pot, maybe 2. I do remember that.
Okay, that's good, because it doesn't have any magic either.
Yeah. I definitely remember him buying a blue potion when he got the bow. I remember seeing 2 items he's gotten so far.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I'm guessing Cold Stare has a third. Alright, so I'm guessing... Well, okay, so for... I guess Hookshot could either be on, you know, Spike Cave or... Oh man, they could be a lot of places actually. Cold Stare himself, Spike Cave, the rest of Dark World, Death Mountain, Fat Fairy, Swamp Dip. Goodness, there's a lot of options. There you go. Just have Hookshot and Hookshot Cave, which has happened. It's happened twice. I've watched, and I don't. It happens oddly often enough.
Rywek might have had to step away for a moment here. It's kind of paused here. I'm not going to be picking up the flute here in very short order. I'm going to be happy to go down to Misery Mire. We'll be able to fully clear it, actually. Alright, Rywek is back. We are headed down to Cold Stare with not much health. Never mind, we're going to go powder this fairy first. Never mind, we're going back upstairs.
He has no powder. He couldn't powder it. But where is he going?
Oh, he's getting the fairies. Oh. Does he actually... He's going to catch a fairy, I see.
I see, I see.
Yeah, it is pretty icy here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
What did I say? Still need some magic, though. There are the 2 small pots that might be enough to get him to...
Wait, we got the free green potion, right? I'm sure he has that. I'm
He's
not sure
used
about
it.
blues. Oh, he's already used it?
I'm pretty sure he's already used it. And he definitely has enough for a Bombo, so he's not going to need much else.
Oh, that's right. He has Bombos. He doesn't need full magic. Never mind. He's perfectly fine.
Fiend Honk, Fiend Salute.
Where the heck is Malle going? Blacksmith stuff? I wouldn't see any other reason to come this way.
That's true. I don't think he's done hammer pegs. He has the mitts, so there's quite a bit that he could do over around here. I would definitely want to check with the flute though, because you could at least check to see if Mire required bombos or something.
Yeah, I would be really interested in getting like the flute and the mitts so close to each other like that. I mean, not that should really be a tell or anything.
Yeah, they weren't like in the same dungeon or anything.
Yeah, I would still be super interested in going to check out Mire, but especially when I have all the means to clear it. But we will see, I guess. I think we have seen these actually, and they weren't anything.
Yeah, Mire is fully clearable, so we definitely could have something like Hookshot could be in Mire. So it definitely would be practically a time neutral investment there.
Could also be on Dark Death Mountain. We haven't seen any of that yet.
Entirely true. Personally, though, I would go for Mire just because, you know, you're going to be doing pretty much all of the chests anyway.
Yeah, searching for that big key. I definitely like doing that. Like, if I have to choose between downloading Mire or Ice, I would definitely say probably Ice, because Mire isn't really that bad to full clear, just because you're going to be searching for that key anyway, so I figure, why not?
Yeah, but whenever you say that, then you realize that, oh, you know, the big key was the first chest you opened.
Right.
It's like, well, shoot. Then you just open up like 6, 7 more chests just to find 2 items. But there's still a lot of items around Mire that you can check. So Rywek's gonna go on an excellent Dark Mountain adventure. And Malle's gonna have the power of all 3 medallions. The book really hasn't done much, has it?
The book?
It was nothing on Ether, nothing on Bamos.
It got us the bow out of Desert Ledge.
That's true. Because you couldn't get to Desert any other way. So book got us Mushroom, which got us bow, so.
Yeah. Which was locked behind the boots and then the flute, so there's no way we could have had that to use the Mire warp into.
Yeah. Thank you, Boots.
Thanks, Boots. You're pretty kicking.
My dog was named Boots. You made me miss my dog. Anyway. Fire Rod on Laser Bridge. Yeah, that'd have to be a pretty interesting series of events for that to happen.
Yep, I've experienced that one. It's just kind of a well-played game. Good job, you did it. Oh no, Malle. Using Ether here. Freezing all the dudes instead of defeating them. But that's fine, at least they're not running around everywhere. Rywek. Grab the cane, I presume.
Or you wanna go grab it.
Cane was on... Cane was in the, on the first floor.
Oh, that's right.
Or the room you enter the dungeon in, which actually I don't think is the first floor. I believe it's actually floor 2. I'm gonna guess you got it. I guess we'll find out soon if he decides to swap to the hammer.
Yeah. Either way, he'll get it soon-ish, so. Alright, so like, the only thing that we're waiting on now is the hook shot. Was that
there's
fire rod?
That was the fire rod.
Oh, shoot, we have to go to Turtle Rock, don't we? Malle's probably thinking that, oh, shoot, I have to go to Turtle Rock. Should I do Turtle Rock Pendant or just full clear Ice Palace? Rywek skipped that chest for now, anyway.
Huh. Okay, good. Well, whatever.
No, I barely had enough. Oh, there it is. Nice. Both big key for Malle and cane for Rywek.
Malle not doing so hot on their health. I'm pretty sure still has a blue potion. No, don't try to beat that guy. Oh, it came right back at him.
Yeah, he's got a blue pot. It's fine. Commenter says, and now pedestal is in logic.
Yeah, it really is, though that's not something you're really interested. You can go check it, but it's still inconvenient to go check it because you don't have to do Skullwoods.
Did they get the second item out of Skullwoods? Or
oh jeez. I know we found the lamp, but I don't quite remember if we got another one. We did just find the second item, Mire. It was just bombs out of the big chest.
Well, it might be tempting to go to Skullwoods over Turtle Rock just because it's 2 items including the green pendant. And it's a pretty quick check.
I guess. I don't know.
And I mean, he just got the fire rod, so.
Yeah. Well, he just got both the fire and ice rods.
He's had the ice rod for a little bit, but I kind of feel like fire rod is a little more in in logic, but that's just my bias.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, really. But yeah, we're still looking at a lot of places that fire rod can be. Or, hookshot rod. Yeah, that one.
A fire shot.
The hook rod.
And of course, it's going to be in Hookshot Cave.
Well, Rywek will be seeing that fairly soon, I believe. That one item in Hookshot Cave that we can check with the boots. I haven't seen any of Dark Death Mountain yet. Well, on the Vitreous with the silver arrow shouldn't have any issue.
Having silver arrows and plenty of arrows.
See you later, dude. The Chain Cane. Oh man, what a name.
The Chain of Berna.
Yeah.
And Rywek finding just various detritus in Light World Death Mountain. Not much to shout about.
Well, if the Gans Tower Big Key happens to be on the right side, at least we'll have the Fire Rod to go check it, even if the Fire Rod doesn't unlock anything else. I think you were right, though. Skull Woods seems to be the idea.
Alright, we will give it a good... I mean, hey, they're both doing different things, and they both seem pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. He got Bombos and Fire Rod pretty close at the same time, which could mean, hey, check Ice Palace, but may want to check that, okay, I have everything for Turtle Rock. I could do, the pedestal is in logic. Let's just do a pedestal check and maybe do Skullwoods if it's required.
Maybe that pedestal thing you talked about earlier where Malle really likes to check the pedestal, maybe that influenced our decision to come to this.
That's true. Oh no, way too far south.
That's a bunch of grass.
Link's allergic to grass. Get off of it. Oh no. Oh, and Rywek's going to go do the Spike Cave. Nothing interesting so far in Death Mountain. No, it's nothing.
It is not the hook shot. Sorry, Malle, you will not be doing all dungeons today.
Well, it's good to know, and hey, you can go check the couple of chests here. Oh, it's the dust in the Spike Cave. But we already know it's not anything, but Rywek is going to go check it anyway. Pretty sure. Those lag frames in that room. It's pretty rough. There's a big key. Would you go check the big chest now, or just go kill...
Ah, jeez. I'd probably just say whatever and go kill Mothula.
Yeah, I'd probably be taken to that point and be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, Rywek still had the green pot. My memory's failing me. And I also cannot remember the last time I've seen Ether used on the Gibdos. Pretty effective. Oh, you have the Fire Rod. Yeah, we've had pretty long item chains in this seed already. It could go a little longer with things like the shovel and green pendant, but it's already been pretty darn long.
And we still are only one item away, but man, we still have a lot of places we can check. Nah, I guess not too much. I guess it feels long because Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock are part of that.
Yeah, they're pretty darn close to getting a go mode. So there's the green pendant, potential item there, and it's gonna be another item to check on a big big chest.
Of course, Malle dropped the map.
Malle being relatively nice. Rywek's gonna find his fire rod pretty soon too. It'll be interesting to see what he does with it. I'm kind of expecting he'll be wanting to do Turtle Rock, but probably kicking himself like, man, I wish I did Meyer first, because I would have totally done Turtle Rock if I was up there. I feel like so far both of them have been reading the seed pretty well. And it's good. And it's just 5 rupees.
Of course.
Alright. Let's see the Sasha turn in, and then I guess it's just Dark Ice Palace, or maybe Dark World.
It's probably Ice Palace, I'm thinking.
I'm kind of at the point where I'm starting to think that any check is a good check.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to feel that way. Turtle Rock's got a lot of items and we can access all of it. Oh man.
Oh man.
Malle hasn't been up to Dark World Death Mountain at all, so that very well may influence her decision here. Well, I mean, Ice Palace makes sense first, of course. They haven't been to Eastern Palace yet.
That's definitely true.
Oh man, just me, the first chest of Eastern this whole time. If it is, I hope they both find it at the same time.
That would be ridiculous. I kind of like how Rywek wound up just abandoning the full magic that was right next to him to get to muscle memory, get the full magic in the pot half the room away. Shovel on Armos, hook shot on Dig Spot. Alright, well, it's kind of in a period of, yeah, we've seen these sessions before. So it feels like it's winding down at this point. If either of them had been fortunate, it would have easily been a go mode, maybe even 10 minutes ago, but it's starting to come down to the wire of one last spot, just one last item. Who knows where it's at? Very handy fairy. And those, I gotta say, Silver Vidi is gotta be one of the most relaxing thing after trying to do regular Vidi for a long time. Vitreous is scary if you don't have silver arrows.
Yeah, or any way of making yourself invincible, I think. Depending on your sword, I guess that is. If you have the cape, it's perfectly fine to have the Master Sword, I think. But if you have Verna, that's a little different story, because you can't spin attack when you have Verna activated.
Dash strats. I'm gonna keep an eye on Malle and see how Malle goes through Ice Palace. If he does the same bomb jump that Rywek did, or if he's gonna do something different.
Both runners just kind of doing what the other one has, though I think Rywek is headed towards the Pyramid Fairy. This be some new information.
Oh.
Now, I believe with the key layout we had in Ice Palace, the hookshot could indeed be locked behind the completion of Ice Palace.
Well, Rywek, you silly guy. Oh yeah, he remembers now. I did ag him one. I don't need to go this way.
Go the fast way out.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
maybe
actually,
not anymore.
It is kind of interesting how, like, you get used to not doing Aghanim 1 for a long time, so kind of get used to just not having to do it. Forget it's there. Alright. A different setup than how Rywek did it, but worked just as well, and we'll see what's in the Pyramid Fairy. Nothing and a heart.
14 is it. Man, oh man.
Okay, goodness.
Are we heading into Turtle Rock yet?
There's always Eastern Palace.
There's always Eastern Palace, there's always Swamp Palace.
No,
No,
I mean, yeah, sure. That's still 4 chests you could check, maybe 5.
Nope, we are going to Mothula.
That's true. Probably also do a pad check while he's there.
Man, oh man, there's been a lot of back and forth checking the same locations the other player has for quite a while now. So all I can really do right now is kind of just speculate.
That's kind of the downside of having different, interesting divergences. Is eventually they try to it's like, okay, now we need to check the other area. Oh, okay.
You alluded to this a long time ago, whenever they were branching out so far away from each other, it just happened to kind of swap.
Yeah, it's always the best time to just tell dumb stories if you got dumb stories.
No. Malle would have had a key dash right there if that guy wasn't zapping. That's about it.
Did Malle just skip the Ice Palace block jump? Ice Palace bomb jump thing, you know what I mean?
Did he? Oh, he might have. Having already had the cane. I don't know. I promise I'm paying attention.
Kind of look like it. Which honestly, I'm so used to doing it all the time, even if I have cane. Maybe I should just skip it more often.
There's definitely situations where it's probably better to, and I think it has to do with if you get a key or something in the first chest upstairs, and then already have the cane, Samaria. I don't know specifically, but I'm pretty sure there's situations.
I would imagine that Malle's gonna check the check Fat Fairy next. So it's I'm not sure where Malle's gonna go after that though.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's really just Turtle Rock or Eastern now, right? Or Swamp.
They're pretty much out of locations to check now.
Yeah, I think in this they're pretty neck and neck in this situation, aren't they? Because Rywek needs to turn the green pin in, and then Malle has to do the Pyramid Fairy, and that's like it. That's like they're tied in that case, right?
Yeah,
I guess Rywek has the powder.
I feel like with Ice Rod and Fire Rod being where they are, Turtle Rock is where you need to go. Like that's where the seed is telling you to go next. I'd be surprised and probably unpleasantly so if it was somewhere else. Because I really doubt it's just in the first area of Eastern Palace or Swamp Palace, because you could get to Swamp Palace really early.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, Hookshot really wouldn't do much of anything else for you except other than finish Swamp Palace. So
I don't think the game cares about that at all. It's probably there. It's probably vanilla, or just sitting in the first chest of Eastern Palace. I think that'd be hilarious. I would want to see the look on both of their faces, finding the hook shot in one of the free chests in Eastern Palace. Like, that's like ultimate, well, I'm dead.
All sense of hope lost.
His smile and optimism gone.
Alright, Mal, get your 20 bucks and your full heart. And Rywek, you go get your 5 rupees. I definitely remember the stuff that's in these chests. Oh no!
Trouble with the bomb jump.
Honestly, especially if you're coming from the top, it's not that much of a time sink to just, you know, come in from the top.
Yeah, I guess if you're uncomfortable with the bomb jump, I could definitely see that. Malle is heading into Turtle Rock, and he'll be taking a long way, all the way around Death Mountain to get over there.
He's also probably gonna do the Death Mountain checks while he's up here. Dark World, he hasn't done it yet.
That's true. I think if he's already up here, he's just gonna go ahead and do it. I can only assume that that'll be what goes on here. Rywek is heading to Eastern Palace.
No, he has to turn the green pendant, so he's gonna do it anyway. But
true.
he might do Eastern Pendant anyway, since he's already here. Eastern Pendant, yeah, same thing. Kind of surprised. I don't think I've seen either of them do spin speed yet.
What, really? No way.
Yeah.
Surely someone. Well, I guess it's a lot easier to do with the hook shot, isn't it?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Sorry, Cheryl. Alright, we're going into Eastern, and we're also going into Turtle Rock. Oh man. I hope neither of these are correct and it's in Swamp Palace.
Honestly, it's kind of interesting how just the little decisions have culminated in both them picking completely different dungeons. Rywek picking Eastern Palace because he's already here, because he had to turn the green pendant because he put off Skull Woods for a while, and Malle putting off, you know, Dark World Death Mountain for a while, so you know it's getting a lot more value towards spending the time to go up the long way around. So it makes the play for Turtle Rock instead. It's just been a chain effect to try to find the hook shot. Hey, handy fairy. And a very nice swipe. Gets both of them out of the way. I didn't see it. What was it?
I don't know. I don't know, but he's still going through here, so I assume it wasn't the hook shot.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. Thankfully, Malle had a blue pod so he could ether, because the ether was a thing that... Imagine if one of them hadn't gone to the graveyard cliff cave.
Yeah, that may have kept them out of Turtle Rock if it happens to not be in here.
Turtle Rock and Mire. Because both of them were ether.
Yeah, good point. Well, there was item 2 in Eastern Palace. I would imagine, because if it was item 3, he wouldn't be here anymore. Nope.
That was only these. I mean, I guess that was the third chest you could check.
Yeah, one of them was the big key.
Malle getting his 14 hearts. I'm probably gonna do the lower hookshot cave and I'm gonna head straight into Turtle Rock. And Rywek plowing through Eastern Palace pretty quickly thanks to those boots, and it's just taking him quite a while to go up Death Mountain. I wonder if he's gonna go to Swamp. Or if he's just gonna go up to Turtle Rock. I would kind of expect Turtle Rock personally.
Armos has the item.
Armos has the item, so if hookshot is on Armos or shovel on Armos, and hookshot and dig spot. then you wouldn't be able to get it until you did, flippers, mirror, book, desert, mushroom, and then bow. So it would have been at least, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do this early anyway. But they could have done it when they had finished House of Darkness, which is the unfortunate downside.
Yeah, because they both had mirror at that point, didn't they?
Oh yeah, you had to have mirror pretty early to go into it. They just decided not to do it because they had so many crystals open. Which I don't blame them, really.
Oh yeah, because the boots and the mitts were in pod, so why spend the time here? Oh, Malle, don't go this way. Oh, good, he realizes it.
Oh, lucky, lucky.
Good reaction, I think. Spinning around. Alright, Armless Knights, are you the holders of the hook? Nope.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Fire Rod, were you required after all to get this hook shot here?
It will be the big key. And another key.
Yeah.
Malle is the key master.
Well, the Fire Rod was required to get deeper into Turtle Rock, but we'll see if there was actually anything here.
Well, Fire Rod could have given Malle. Yeah, it could still be deeper in. Who knows? Oh, Rywek finally doing the magic bat. I forgot Rywek didn't do it.
Yeah, he's had the powder for a good while now at a Spike Cave, but... Whoa, Malle not having too much health here can take 2 hits from the Chain Chomps, which is better than just 1, but... Oh, good timing.
Idea.
It's the shovel!
Oh, the shovel, no!
Please,
Oh,
video
no.
game.
Okay, so that's first item from Turtle Rock. There's still 4 more. And Rywek's going to Swamp.
Oh my gosh. The divergence is real, dude.
It's crazy that they've just been choosing completely different options each time. And yet it's been pretty darn close still.
Yeah, with how close it's kind of been, you can definitely be sure that
Nice mushroom on Malle.
the racers, yeah, that the racers are very evenly matched. Like, this is gonna come down to luck, as Randomizer commonly does. But it's extremely obvious in this situation that this is just a luck match. This one specifically, because they seem very evenly matched otherwise.
Item number 2 for Malle. Just a piece of heart. Yeah, it's been 1 week. It's been pretty darn close.
I thought it too, don't worry.
Should I cock my head to the side and say I'm sorry?
Yes, please.
Sorry, there's a radio station at work. They play those songs all the time.
We're gonna get VOD muted because of your wonderful singing.
Well, how dare you say lyrics to popular songs? We don't like that. You don't get any music. You don't get any audio on your game.
The Nintendo game stream.
I got a VOD muted, and I think all I was playing before the rando was Radiant Historia music, which is the weirdest thing ever to get the VOD muted for.
Doesn't Radiant Historia, does that use like classical music in it?
No, it doesn't. Even if it did, like almost all of classical music is public domain anyway, so
Well, that's a good point.
nothing in Mimic Cave. Is it actually the dig spot?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we can go all the way to Trinex.
Oh, Laser Ridge too.
Yeah. Nope and nope. Rywek finds the big key though. Do we have a vanilla hookshot in the big chest of Swamp Palace? No.
No, it's not.
No,
But hey, at least you know. And knowing is half the battle.
yeah, we only have 2 chests left in Swamp Palace, and I think, have we found either of the map or compass yet? It could definitely still just be over here.
I don't think so.
Oh no,
Honestly, I've been counting chests on Malle's side just because no matter what Rywek does, he's gonna be missing items, so he's gonna have to check every chest regardless.
right.
But Malle could dip out early, depending on if he gets all the items early or not.
And in the end, it'll be on shuffle.
Yeah, in the end, it's just gonna be some really dumb place.
There's the compass.
There's the compass.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
bombs. Now you're running out of magic.
Uh-oh.
There's the map. That means there's something I'm trying to. And now he's really low on magic, so. Ooh.
There it is!
There's the hookshot! Holy cow!
Oh, we're out of here. Let's go.
The
Final
last
chest.
item, 1 hour 46-minute go mode. Okay, goodness. That is-
Malle taking a substantial lead over Rywek, who is just about to find out that the hookshot is indeed in Turtle Rock, because that is the last place to go after this. Malle quickly stocking up on potions, is going to be heading over to Swamp Palace to get their last crystal.
Oh goodness. Okay, yeah. So, how long does it take to get to the laser bridge? Because it was on the very furthest chest on laser bridge.
Has to be at least 4 or 5 minutes, right, to get through? That's
I
not
kinda
even.
feel like that.
That's not even counting going up to Death Mountain without the hookshot.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's gonna take a long time. And it's kind of what I was feeling. Like it really helped out that Malle put off doing the Dark World Death Mountain, so it made Turtle Rock more attractive. Yeah, so it's honestly doing go mode swamp is actually pretty nice. You can skip so much. Oh, Malle getting the speed on, pretty happy. It feels like.
Oh, nice dashing while pulling the lever there. You can do that. It's kind of weird, but you can. It looks funny.
It looked funny because he also bonked in place and looked like he was starting to pull as he was doing it. And Rywek's checked everywhere else, so he knows it has to be in Turtle Rock, and goodness, that's gonna be
Dead Rock, we don't have time for this. Get out of here.
Dead Rock. No. Okay, good. He got the Dead Rock off screen. Got it unblocked really quickly. You know, small comforts.
Very nice full tracker on Malle's side, and I think Rywek will have the same after this.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's all of the items.
All of the items. I guess if we really wanted to, we could go do Turtle Rock and Eastern just to mark them off the tracker, but I don't think that is in the cards.
So you know what? Do you remember what Uncle said at the very beginning?
Was it the sub 2 guaranteed?
Yes.
That ain't happening. It's
Yeah.
absolutely not happening.
Uncle, you're such a liar. Oh goodness. So it's yeah. Okay, so Malle finished. We can probably get out at like 152, and go up Death Mountain. Probably be like 155 by the time he enters Ganon's Tower. Does that sound about right?
That does sound about right, yeah. And then it might be upwards of another 4 or 5 minutes before we actually find the big key. And then we have to scale it as well.
Yeah, that takes.
I mean, the big key can
Good
also
grief.
be, like, in 10 seconds, so...
Still, it takes like 3 to 4 minutes to scale the stupid tower. And also, there's nothing else Malle really need. I mean, you could get butter, but that's really not that important. You know, tempered's pretty darn good as it is.
Yeah, if you're skipping the waterfall chest, which is just about as in the way as it gets, if you're skipping that, you're not checking anything. You're go, go, go. Rywek is... Oh yeah, take the long way around. Never mind. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, gotta. I think the first time I went to Hookshot to try and look for, I went to Hookshot. First time I went to Turtle Rock to look for the Hookshot, I went the wrong way, and I was really sad. So,
yep.
You're probably watching that one too.
One of those things you just have to consciously think about, like, how often do you do Turtle Rock without the Hookshot, honestly?
Not all that often, because Turtle Rock, you're waiting on the most number of items, aren't you?
Yeah, it does have a lot of requirements to finish it.
Get the key, yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's pretty convenient to find.
Oh
right
my
at the end.
goodness.
I mean, there's not really much more you could hope for, honestly.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, other than, I don't know, red mail, butter, but honestly, half magic is the nicest of the luxuries that Malle had left to find. And eventually Rywek will find it too.
The Hookshot is going to be Rywek's last possible place to check other than Trinex. I would almost like to see Rywek, if he's feeling as behind as he is, just go check the shovel. Because if you're right, you win. And if you're wrong, well, you would have lost anyway, right?
Unless your opponent somehow fell off Ganon 5 times.
That's
Which at this point probably isn't going to happen. You know, this late in the Swiss, you're pretty evenly matched, so you're not going to be outskilling your opponents that much.
all that commentator's curse.
I've never commentator's cursed someone. I swear. I swear.
We call that self-cursing.
Oh, so I believe that was the last the last boss before going to Ganon's Tower, right? Should we do the game? Should we?
I don't know, we're already seeing numbers anyway. We don't even have to say anything. Chat
Yeah,
will
we
just
don't-
do it on their own.
We don't have to do it, right? Yeah. Right?
I want to see. I've done this before, but I want to see your guesses in the form of a math equation.
How do you start the game?
You speak it, and people place numbers in chat.
No,
That's what they like to do.
There's no, there's pretty sure you can do the game in. Oh, there's no bot here.
Sorry.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you could still like run the bot and stuff. It just you wouldn't have leaderboards and stuff like that. So
Oh no, that is just something that takes place on the Speed Gaming channels.
okay. Well, Malle going right side.
You hanging
Yep.
right?
It looks like he's hanging right.
We are hanging right here, and what was that crazy push there? Dude, the cane blocks are so weird.
Kane is just so weird.
Doesn't need to bother with that full magic under the pot up there. Half magic and plenty of time without grabbing that.
By the way, I know this from experience, but try not to get grabbed by one of those wall guys when you're on the conveyor belt. It's a really bad idea.
Yeah, don't you like just keep moving after you land?
Yes, you do, and I personally experienced it, and it was terrible. So that was number 6 and nothing. Butter though. So the only thing left is red mail and riot shield. That's the only other luxury safety stuff Malle could find.
At this point, does the golden shield actually I'm sorry, the mirror shield actually block anything? I guess it blocks like the mimic shots. Woohoo!
Yeah, it blocks the mimic shots. It I guess if you somehow get hit by the not the whiz robes, But I mean, those kind of instantly die anyway. Oh, Rywek found it.
He did find it. He's trying to get out here so he can just float away rather than having to save and quit. Good, he does make it out.
Might have been quicker to have just
Mirrored.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I believe that was number 11 and still nothing.
Whoa, watch out. Whoa.
Oh, ooh. We are high quality commentators here.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, we did find all 4 bottles. They just didn't pick up one of them. It was on inside Spectacle Rock, I believe.
Yes, inside Spectacle Rock. And the other bottle was in Eastern, or was it in Swamp?
That's a good question.
Armos, someone says.
Oh, that's right, I almost did have a bottle. There's the big key.
That was 14? 13? Man, I'm bad at this.
This is why I asked for a math equation, so you could add the numbers together much better.
This is why I asked the other commentator to do it. Alright, so 13's not too bad. Not the best, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's one of those straight left would have worked again situations.
Straight left, you did it again. Curse you.
Right, up we go Ganon's Tower with half magic, the silver arrows, the golden sword, 15 hearts, blue mail. I don't think we're gonna have any issue. I believe Malle does have at least 1 blue potion, probably 2. Bullied by these spikes, might end up taking the emergency room over here actually.
Yeah, but if you feel as behind as I think Malle might, you might not want to. So Malle skips it. Chatter says that is someone in the comments says what, sorry, someone in Twitch chat says 13 because I can't count and or speak. Thank you.
This was a PSA.
Abity abity. Thank you, Sprecher's Crow.
Alright, Malle is 2 hearts, 3 hearts. About to get. Oh, don't use Quake. Okay, there you go.
In a sense, I found out that if you dust that anti-fairy, you kind of don't want to do it because it messes up this RNG or something. But it looks like they have the same RNG as they normally do.
What happens is they start loading in the room prior. So if you spend longer in that room than just dashing through it, the land moles will jump out of the ground much closer to each other, time-wise. If you spend long enough in that room, you can actually make all 3 of them pop out at the exact same time.
I see. That's the problem, because you'd want them to come out in that sequence so you have enough time to actually shoot all of them.
That's why you have to take a bit of care if you choose to powder that anti-fairy in the room right before. Or if you think you can power through to the ones at the very end.
Today I've learned.
Rywek has his last crystal, is headed up to Ganon's Tower. I mean, I know we like to say it's not over until it's actually over, but he's got a bit of a mountain to climb, both literally and to catch up at this point. But anything could happen, so we will see.
I apologize for laughing over you, but hey, it was a bad joke, so.
Gotta laugh at those.
Hey.
Don't need these chests. Don't even need the extra key from the mini Helma.
Don't need much because you got a full inventory.
Yeah, I think red mail would be the only thing that he could possibly want at this point. And when you have as many safeties as you have, even that isn't worth at all looking for.
Honestly, the only thing that Malle could have picked up was the full magic pot, and that's it.
Yeah, that's true. But even when, yeah, with half and blue potion, there's really no danger, I think. Ah, hookshotting just a moment too early there. To early grab that chest.
I guess we'll have to make fun of Malle for doing that. Oh no!
I definitely will. Oh no, getting bullied by these guys. Get out of here, dude. No, get out of there.
This is the nightmare. The nightmare of every...
We made it good.
It's pretty much my nightmare every time I enter that room. That and bouncing off the beetles into the bumpers, into the spikes, into the beetles again. Just a bad chain combination. Ooh, almost a triple.
Rywek also going full right side, skipping the tile room chest.
Actually, wouldn't full right side be going up to Armos?
I guess you're right. Is going to be going normal right side. Sure. I guess we can be specific.
Wouldn't want to confuse the viewers now, will we?
Yeah, we have a lot of stupid terms in this community, honestly.
There's a lot of stupid terms in any community, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But hey, at least Rywek gets the butter sword while he's there.
That's good. Speaking of weird terms, there is one right there.
What, Rush album? Yeah, that's kind of weird.
No. Malle goes on to Ganon and pulls out the cape. Probably not gonna need it, because the golden sword just does that much damage. There's not too much danger here. Just do it anyway.
Half magic cape.
Let all the rage out.
You drove away my other self Ganon 2 times. Which in this seed they have, actually.
It's actually accurate this time.
Yeah. Yeah, Ganon's telling the truth while Uncle's a liar.
Wow, who was the real bad guy?
I guess 2112 was a Rush album title.
Oh.
Just realized.
Hey, thank you for the joke explanation. Don't fall. Okay, that's
Hogan is
pretty
okay. I totally thought Malle was gonna fall. Rywek making his way left, and I'd say maybe like 210 for Rywek whenever he gets to Ganon.
Alright, congratulations to Malle beating the pig. And we're going to be walking through the door here as our winner. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Malle just finished with an official time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 24 seconds. Well, that just happened. GG's in the race chat. But yeah, it was pretty darn close, all things considered.
Yeah, it
A
really
lot
was.
of checks.
Completely different directions flying off. Both players just going wherever the other one wasn't going before they converged and then immediately spread out again and let luck decide who would move on to the bracket stages. And it will be Malle.
In a way, I guess you could say that it all kind of started with that lumberjack check. Because I feel like without that lumberjack check, Malle wouldn't have gone to Skull Woods first, and found the lamp, which changed the routing for everything. So it changed a lot, really.
Well, let's ask him. Hi, Malle. How are you feeling right now?
Hello, I'm feeling. I have mixed feelings, I guess.
Yeah, I'll say. You guys went everywhere.
We went almost everywhere. I think I didn't go to Eastern Palace, and that's about it.
Well, between the both of you, you went everywhere. Trust me.
Wow. 329.
There was a lot of. You guys didn't do like anything together at all. Straight from the get-go, we are going opposite directions everywhere. At one point, you both converged. It was near the very end. You both converged. You decided to go to Turtle Rock. He decided to go to Eastern Palace and Swamp.
I see.
Both had everything else done. Other than that, it was luck decided that you won today, but it was also a very good showcase too.
Yeah. Yeah, I even thought about that. Swamp Palace was my next place if Turtle Rock had nothing, because I figured if it was Eastern Palace, I would have already lost at that point, because there were a lot of opportunities to check Eastern Palace, and I didn't want to do that from the get-go.
Yeah, I think Rywek actually opted to take Eastern Palace just because he did Skull Woods and had yet to turn in the green pendant. So Eastern Palace is right there.
I see. Yeah.
You went for Dark World Death Mountain because you hadn't done it yet. He'd already done it, so you had a lot more value there.
Yeah, I feel like something I should have done is I should have checked Ped earlier. I had an opportunity to here and there, but I was like, okay, well, Ped's not even on the table until we find the fire rod. So I'm just gonna do other stuff. When we find the fire rod, we'll come back and check this. And then I had everything to complete all the pendant dungeons. Like, okay, this is probably a good time to check Ped just in case Hookshot's there.
You know, I think we actually kind of called that.
We said the exact same thing, yeah.
It was like, I bet Malle really wants to check the pedestal. And then when you did, it was like, oh, I bet he wants to come back after he has a fire rod, which is what happened.
Yeah, because you knew fire rod couldn't be there, so it would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a... Man, I was so sour for most of the run, because I looked everywhere for this hookshot. I figured I was probably going to lose, and it was going to be just another one of these bombs start, Aga required, blast item in some obscure location seeds, but yeah. So, where's Rywek at now?
Entering the mini Helmsaur room in Upper Gans Tower.
Okay.
Yeah, so with this win, you are now 5-2. You are going to the brackets.
Well, I expect it's going to be a rather short stay, but hey, that's cool.
Hey, you get to fight for our honor. How about that? Oh, hey, there's Red Mail. He was in that one chest you didn't check.
Oh, before Moldorm 2?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, at that point, I don't care.
Yeah, it had to be somewhere close by, because we found actually everything else.
Yeah, it's very rare to see a full inventory, but we got everything except for the shield. I was hoping for the shield after Moldorm 2, which it wasn't.
It must have been on Trinex, right? Or I guess
probably
could have been more in Gans Tower.
I feel like I saw a shield somewhere and I didn't pick it up. I might be wrong about that. If I didn't, then maybe it was in the Hookshot Cave or the shovel spot. That was pretty much it.
How much did you want to leave and go check the shovel?
0%, no way. Absolutely not. Should have just been a rupee. I've been like, okay, same reaction. So that's the main thing to do. Put the fetch quest item right there at the start. So it's not too bad to leave and go check that. Like you could see it happening, but I was not prepared to do that. I was gonna kill Trinex if I had to.
Even if you had left, I think you still would have pulled this out.
Really?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to get back up to Death Mountain. It's a lot of time
It takes 6 minutes though.
To get right back through Turtle Rock to get back where you were. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm not leaving.
Could have had that mirror shield.
Oh man. Then Laser Bridge would have been essential and I'd use my potion.
So Uncle's totally a liar. Do you
Is
remember
he-
what he said?
This seed would be sub 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah. Sub
Wow.
2 hour guaranteed.
Can't believe this guy.
He's just eating those hits. He got the red mail. He doesn't care.
Well, he's gonna care soon. He's gonna want to take 2 more hits.
He's got a fairy.
Oh, okay. Never mind. He doesn't care.
Got the fairy back in Ice Palace, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, he opted to. Or was it you, Malle? Did you go? Did you drop down the basement in Ice Palace and get fairies?
No, that wasn't me. I didn't need him at that point, so it must have been Rywek.
Okay, yeah. He hopped down in the basement. Did you find the arrows in my light world?
We found him very quickly.
You hit him really, really well.
I would have never looked there. Oh no!
Rywek down to just 1 hit away from being dead. Do not get hit by. He has a fairy. We just talked about this, didn't we? He has a fairy.
Oh man. With all the deaths I've taken again in my tournament races, I made sure before I even went up there, I was okay. I'm gonna stop at the witch and get potions.
Yeah, I feel like he made a couple pit stops, but I mean that was fine.
I
You do
need
what you
him.
got to do. Yeah,
I need 'em.
if you need them, there's really no shame in doing it. You do what you're comfortable with doing. Of course, by the end we had the golden sword and a ton of
Yeah.
parts and half magic.
Yeah,
Basically,
I mean,
Everything because of doing all those checks.
yeah, but I've had races in this very tournament where I've had gold sword and red mail or whatever, and I just walk in again and as on the final arrow and die and almost lose because of it. I'm just never again. So, something I'm curious about, did Rywek check Lumberjack as soon as I did? Or did
No.
he skip it?
Not until he had the boots.
Mhm.
Which I honestly would have done the same thing.
Yeah, it's not super uncommon for people to do that. I always check that though, and I'm glad I did this time because knowing where the flute was and then getting knowledge on the quiet dungeon and Dark World, it really let me focus around getting that flute because I knew where it was and I knew that I was gonna have to do Aga anyway, so it made leaving the pyramid item a little less suspect to me since I could just grab that right after Aga, and that's what I ended up doing.
That's true. Rywek did grab the. He found the boots long before you did. He made the
Oh.
play on Desert Palace to find that mushroom much earlier than you did. Though it didn't really be that much of an edge, I guess.
Rywek would have saved time if he had the lamp, and then he did desert. But then again, if he had a lamp, he might have gone right up to Death Mountain instead. So
Oh, he double dipped desert?
he had to. He didn't have the lamp when he went into desert,
Yes.
so he was following lamp logic and figured, well, my progression is not in Death Mountain yet, so it's probably something in desert. So he got the shrimp mushroom, immediately turned it in, and I was like, oh, hey, bow.
That's a good
Nice.
item.
It's a good item to have.
Yeah, he wasn't that much interested, I think, in finding the lamp until it was like, it was before he went up Death Mountain, I think. I don't quite remember, but it was absolutely after he noticed that, oh, I need to do Aghanim, I should probably go find this lamp.
Yeah.
And by that
thankfully-
point, it was really like confined to where it could be, because obviously it couldn't be on Death Mountain.
Yeah, it was right there in Skullwoods, which is really nice. I was really happy to see that.
I got a quick question.
Okay.
I thought Malle and Rywek collected almost the same sort of stuff, but never mind. Rywek had a 181 collection rate. Malle only had 170. It was because Rywek did Eastern Palace and had a double dip swamp. I was wondering what the difference was, but it was just because of those two things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure without those, it would have been
Probably
dead
even really.
You guys went everywhere. Well, eventually went everywhere, the same place as the other person.
Yeah.
Not during the race. I don't know if Rywek's gonna hop in or not. I don't see him in the waiting room at all.
Rywek says he has no mic to interview.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him, good luck. Yeah, have fun. Say hi to your mom again.
Hello, Rywek's mom.
Anyone who's still in chat, say hi to Rywek's mom for him.
Hello, Rywek's mom.
All right. Looks like about 18 minutes ago we had a race on Speed Gaming 2 start and one on ALTTPR 2, I guess ALTTP Randomizer 2. There was a race that has started, so there are 2 races going on right now. And on the hour, we will see one on Speed Gaming 4.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you guys for commentating this race. If it would have been my last one, that would have been a really nice way to go out because I know both of you and
Nope, too bad. You got to play more.
yeah, I get more. This isn't like the Mystic Quest tournament where I can just hand my spot to you. I gotta actually play.
Yeah. I don't be in this tournament anymore. You take it.
Gosh darn it.
No, you
But
get to
yeah.
play more rando and look for more hook shots and ice rods in really odd places. that is your present.
That's my cross to bear. Yeah, and GG Rywek as well. He was very friendly setting this up, and even the race chat before it started. So, yeah. Sorry you went through that too, my man.
Man, we had a good time. I think everyone had a good time. So
I hope so.
I just hope you had as good of a time as we had watching it.
Maybe a little bit less.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little less. All right. Well, I am all out of questions to ask, and random stuff to talk about. So, GG to both of you. Good luck in brackets. Hope you have fun, interesting times there. And our bracket's gonna start next week.
There may be a week lapse. I'm actually not sure. I know sometimes that there is like an extra week before they actually get underway, but I'm not exactly sure in this specific tournament.
Okay, I guess it hasn't quite been put out there just yet. So hey, we may come back with next week with brackets. Who knows? Honestly, it sounds like a lot of people have their matches scheduled for Sunday, so it's probably gonna be Monday or Tuesday before they finally get brackets finalized, because we'll be waiting to figure out who exactly is 5-2 and who's 4-3. But again, thanks, and GG to both of you, and hi to Rywek's mom. All right, that's all from me.
All right, take care, everyone.